Hello everyone, welcome to the session. Now in this session we will take up RRB PO prelims, memory based questions, slot 1 questions, and all these questions are reproduced by our time students who have attended exam on 1st August slot 1. Without wasting much time, let's jump to the questions. Here is the question. If in the word snitched, each consonant is replaced, if in the word snitched, each consonant is replaced by next letter. So consonants are replaced by next letters as per the English alphabetical series, and each vowel is replaced with previous letters as per English alphabetical series. Vowels are replaced with previous letters. Then how many letters are repeated twice in the new word thus formed? We need to identify the letters. How many letters are repeated twice? But apply the conditions. S is a consonant, so next letter is T. N, next letter O. I is a vowel, previous letter, so H. T is a consonant, so next letter U. C is a consonant, so next letter is D. H is a consonant, so next letter is I. E is a vowel, so previous letter is D. D is a consonant, so next letter will be E. Now, what is the given question? How many letters are repeated twice? Only D is repeated twice. So 1. Answer is 1, but it is in choice 3. Very simple, right? Next. Floor arrangement question is given. Single question is given. 5 persons A, B, C, D and E live in a 5-storied building, but not necessarily in the same order. Okay. So what is the basic structure? Here is the basic structure. Ground floor is considered as the floor 1 and the floor immediately above the ground floor is considered floor 2 and so on. Next, what is the first clue is given? The number of persons who live above the floor on which A lives is the same as the number of persons who live below the floor on which B lives. Above A is same as below B, which is nothing but corresponding positions. First from the bottom, first from the top. Second from the bottom, second from the top. That's it. Because we have only 4 floors. But among A and B, who lives above, who lives below, that is not given. Okay. Neither A nor B lives on the first floor. So A is not living on the first floor, B is not living on the first floor. So this point is ruled out. So A and B living on second and fourth floors. But we don't know the order. So A or B, B or A. Okay. Next, C lives on one of the floors above the floor on which D lives. It is not one floor, one of the floors above. So C lives above D. C lives above D. It could be immediately or it could be 2 floors, 3 floors above, 4 floors above. But C does not live on the 5th floor. So C cannot be here. So C must be here. Then D must be here. C lives one of the floors above the floor on which D lives. And who is the remaining? E. So E will be here. Now what is the question asked? How many persons live below the floor on which E lives? E is living on the topmost floor, which is nothing but 5th floor. So how many are living below E? 1, 2, 3, 4. Though we are unable to decide the positions of A and B, we can fix our arrangement. I mean, we can get the answer. So 4. Answer is 4, but it is in choice 1. And we have given only one question, single question. Next. Now, we have given 9% distribution set. We have given 9 persons and are working in 3 different departments of a company. And what are those? Marketing, HR and finance. These 3 are the departments. And at least 2 and at most 4 persons work in each department. So minimum 2, maximum 4 people are working in each department. The following information is known about them. Okay. No. So here is our structure: marketing, HR, finance, 3 departments. Okay. M works in finance, so direct information. So place it. So M works in finance. O and P work in different departments. O and P work in different departments. But which departments? That we don't know. But O not equal to P because they are working in different departments. But it is given neither O nor P works with M. So O cannot be here. P cannot be here. So O and P should be marketing and HR only. If it is marketing, this will be HR. If it is marketing, this will be HR. If it is marketing, this will be HR. Okay. So O or P, P or O, it is not decided. And J works with N but not with P. Okay. J works with N. So J and N are same, but J not equal to P. When J not equal to P, N is also not equal to P. But we don't know where exactly P. P could be marketing, P could be HR. So we cannot say, we cannot rule out N and J positions for marketing or HR. So let's move further. Neither N nor Q work in finance. So here it will not be N, here it will not be Q. Okay, not an issue. Next, move further. Positive, negative information, both are important for us. When it is not N, even it is not J also, because J and N are working in same. Okay, move further. K works with R. So K and R are in the same company, but which one, that we don't know. But K and R must be same. Okay, J and N must be same, K and R must be same. Only two persons work in marketing department. So in marketing we have only two people. In marketing we have only two people, minimum two, maximum four, and total 9 persons. So what could be the ratio? 2 is to 4 is to 3. Or marketing is 2 compulsory. HR, finance could be like this, or 2 is to 3 is to 4. The 9 persons can be distributed only in this way, because marketing we have 2. So other will be 4 or 3, 3 or 4. Now with this we can say one of the ORP should be marketing, right? And J and N are same. So I can say that J and N cannot be marketing. I hope you understand the point. So it should be J and N. And J and N are not working with P. So it cannot be P. So it must be O. So O, J, N. When O is HR, P will be marketing. So here will be P. So P here. Now you got the point. Now K and R are working in the same company. So definitely it cannot be marketing, because already one of them is P, only two are in marketing. So K is not here, or is not here. And maximum 4 people. OJ and N already there. So I cannot place K and R here. So it is K and R. Next. L neither works with K nor J. So L is not here. L is not here. So where the L must be? L must be here, because L is working neither with K nor J. Now we left with the one more person. Who is that one more person? Q. Q cannot be finance, we know already. So Q will be in HR. So this is ruled out, and this ratio is valid. 2 is to 4 is to 3. Marketing, HR, finance respectively. Who are in marketing? P and L. Who are in HR? Q, O, J, N. Who are in finance? M, K, R. Simple arrangement. It won't take more time. It just take maximum 2 minutes time to complete it. But you should know the basic structure. You have to take the basic structure like this. Now, so HR, OJ, NQ, marketing, PL, finance, MKR. Now move to the next set. Here is the one more set. 10 persons sitting around a circular table, but not necessarily in the same order, and all are facing the center. Okay, let's solve it. So here is the structure. All are facing center. Only 4 persons sit between E and D. We have given 10 persons, 4 between E and D means E and D should be in opposite position. So E here, D here. C sits third left of D. All are facing center, right? All of them are facing the center. Okay, third left. So first left, second left, third left. So here will be C. Fine. Next, 2 persons sit between. What is given? 2 persons sit between A and E. 2 persons sit between A and E. A is already in the arrangement. So E is already in the arrangement. So we should take A. But it could be left side or it could be right side, right? It could be left side or it could be right side. So if I take right side, 1, 2 gap, A will be here. So this is a one possibility. Now it is having one more possibility also. Let's check it. E is already in the arrangement. D is already in the arrangement. Is C is also already in the arrangement. Now 1 2 gaps, A will be here because two persons between E and A. Here in the earlier case it is right side, here we have taken left side. What is given? F sits immediate left of G. So somewhere in the arrangement F should be immediate left of G. F is immediate left of G. So these two should be in consecutive positions. F is immediate left of G. But immediately we have information. G sit neither adjacent to E nor D. So G is not here. G is not here. Okay. Even G is not adjacent to E also. It is mentioned. G sit adjacent to neither E nor D. So G cannot be here. G cannot be here. And G cannot be here. G cannot be here. And F does not sit adjacent to D. Even F cannot be here. 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 But F should be immediate left of G. Let's check it. What could be the possible places for F and G? F should be immediate left of G. Okay. So G cannot be here. G, four places ruled out. Can I take the G here? I'm checking each and every possibility. G is not here. G is not here. It is already D. F is immediate left of G. Is it possible? No, it is already C. It is not G. It is not G. Can I take the G here? F is immediate left of G. It is already A. I cannot take. It is already not G. So this case is completely ruled out. Well, let's check here. G cannot be here. G cannot be here. It is A. It is C. G cannot be here. G cannot be here. If I take the G here, F is immediate left of G, but F cannot be adjacent to D. So G cannot be here. So the only possibility is G is here and F is here. F is immediate left of G. So we have only one such possible position for F and G. I hope it is clear. Next, what is given? Only three persons between E and K. So E is here. So it could be left side, it could be right side. 1, 2, 3. So K can be here. 1, 2, 3. K can be here. K could be in one of these two positions. K could be in one of these two positions. Okay, fine. Again, if we having two possibilities, but we have only one situation. K should be in one of these two. Let's see. B sits immediate left of J. B sits second left of J. I'm sorry. B sits second left of J. J one gap of B. B sits second left of J. Where we can take alternate positions. One of these two positions is K. We require alternate positions for B and J. So the only possibility is here. B is second left of J. Now out of 10, 8 are fixed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one of these two positions will be given to K. Right. And whom we left with? H. So this position will be given to K or H. And this position will be given to H or K. I hope we understood the logic. Now what is the last point is given? The number of persons sitting between H and J is the same as the number of persons sitting between H and F. Now, who is a common person? H. So what I can say? H is exactly between J and F. H is exactly between J and F. But all the persons J and F are in the arrangement. F is here, J is here. Right. Now, if I take the H here, between F and H, 0. So H and J 0. Is it possible? No. H and J in opposite. Not possible. So H cannot be here. So it must be K. This must be H. Now F and H, how many gaps? 2 gaps. H and J 2 gaps. S H 1 to J 2 gaps. Perfectly matching, and it is our final arrangement. F K D H A C J E B G. I hope it is clear. Now I'll give you the clear picture. Here is a clear picture. And below this, they given as usual questions. Not much surprise. Okay. No. We have given comparison set. We have given 6 persons A, B, C, D, E, and F, and comparing their weights. No two persons are of the same weight. As usual, we have decided our order. First is the heaviest, last is the lightest. So it should be in the form of greater than. All the clues should be converted in this form. Okay. What is the first clue? F is heavier than B. Okay, somewhere before B will be F. And means we are talking about F. F is lighter than D, is as good as D is heavier than F. So somewhere in the arrangement, before B will be F, before F will be D. Okay. Next, A is lighter than E. A is lighter than E is as good as E is heavier than A. E is heavier than A. Who is? Who is means we are talking about E. E is heavier than C. So E is heavier than A and E is heavier than C. It's fine. Next, both A and C are heavier than D. So now look at here. Both these A and C are heavier than D. A and C are heavier than D. And you know, E is heavier than both A and C. So before this, it should be E. Okay. No. So we don't know about the positions of A and C. And it is given the lightest person is 51 and D's weight is 14 kg more than the lightest. Lightest is 51. D is 51 plus 14. So it should be 65. So D is 65. We have done with the complete information, but still we don't know the positions of A and C. So what will be arrangement? E, A or C, C or A, D is 65, F and B. So we don't know the exact positions of A and C. So we are unable to decide the second heaviest and third heaviest. And below this, we have given questions based on the if condition. If A is the second heaviest, who is the third heaviest? This kind of questions are given below this. Very simple one. Okay. Now come to this. Each of the 10 persons A, B, C, D, E, P, Q, R, S, and T gave the seminar in 5 months of the same year among Jan, Feb, March, April, May, and on 2 different dates, 5th and 22 of the same year, but not necessarily in the same order. Only 2 persons gave the seminar in the month. In each month, there is only 2 persons, but no 2 persons gave the seminar on the same date of the month. No 2 persons gave the same date of the month. It means Jan 5th, 1 person, Jan 22nd, 1 person, Feb 5th, 1 person, Feb 22nd, 1 person. Like this, 10 persons has to be distributed to 5 months and 2 dates. Now, here is our basic structure. Jan, Feb, March, April, May. February 28 or 29 days, that we don't know. Because it is not mentioned whether it is leap year or ordinary year. Leap year, February month consists of 29 days. Ordinary year, February month consists of 28 days. What is the first clue given? He gave the seminar in the month which has odd number of days. Odd number of days is nothing but 31, 29, 31, 31, which has less than 31 days. So less than 31, odd number. 30 cannot be. So it has to be 29 only. That I can confirm now. Have you understood the logic? E given seminar in the month which having odd number of days, but should be less than 31. So what is the scope? February 28 or 29 we have earlier doubt, but to fix the E, it has to be February 29 only. Okay. So, but it is either 5th or 22nd. So how many possibilities we have? 2 possibilities. So E can be February 5th, E can be February 22nd. I hope you understood the logic. What is given next? Only one person gave seminar between R and E, and R gave the seminar before E. Okay. So R gave the seminar before E and one person between them. Fixed. The number of person who gave seminar before R is same as the number of person who gave the seminar after B. Before R is same as after B. R is the first person, so B will be the last person. R is the second person from the first, so B will be the second person from the last. That is what the meaning of before R is same as after B, corresponding positions. Next, only 4 persons between B and T. B 1, 2, 3, 4. We have already E, but we have to place T, so not possible. So this case is ruled out. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Here will be T. So R, E, T, B are fixed, and till here complete information is utilized. C gave the seminar on even number date. Okay, C gave the seminar on even number date and immediately before Q. Immediately before Q. Okay. C gave the seminar on even number date and immediately before Q, and only one person gave seminar between P and C. Between P and C, there is only one person, and P gave the seminar after C. So P gave the seminar after C. Look at this. C one gap P and C is immediately before Q. So what I can say? Q is immediately before P and C should be an even number date. So where we have that scope? C here not possible. C here it is not possible. C here not possible because C Q P should be taken consecutively. So C here only possible position C Q P. Okay. Until here complete information is utilized. Now what is given? S gave the seminar before D. So somewhere before D, S will be there. But after A, but means we are talking about the first person. So S gave after A. It means A gave before S. So A, S, D should be in the arrangement. So where we have the vacant places? Jan 22nd, Feb 22nd, May 5th. So in the same order, A, S, D. So here is our final arrangement. R, A, E, S, T, C, Q, P, D, B. And below this also 5 questions are given, traditional questions, not any surprises. So here is the final arrangement. Please take a screenshot. So these are all the memory based questions which are reproduced by our students in slot 1 of day 1, 1st August. Okay. Now there is one more question, and this is slightly a higher level of difficulty comparing to the previous sets and previous years. There are 7 persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, likes a different fruit and eats on a different day of a week, Monday through Sunday. And we have information regarding that. Okay. Let's first get the basic structure. Here is our basic structure, Monday to Sunday. No. What is given? A eats guava immediately the next day after D. Okay. We have information A eats guava, but immediately after the next day after D eats. So immediately after D will be A. But we don't know which fruit does D eats. That we don't know. And where can we take D and A consecutively? So many. Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So many combination. So keep it aside. C eats kiwi on Wednesday. Direct information. C eats kiwi on Wednesday. Okay, it is fixed. Next, 2 people eat fruits between C and the one who eats orange. So between C and eat orange, we have 2 persons. C is already in the arrangement. So before not possible. So after 1, 2, here will be the one who eats orange. Saturday orange. B eats fruit 3 days after A. So 3 days after A means there should be 2 gaps. There should be 2 gaps. 1 gap, 2 gap, A. Here will be whom? B. Now where can I fix that? Now where can I fix that? D and A should be in consecutive positions. D and A, 2 gaps be not possible. So the only possibility is here. D, A and A eats guava. 1, 2 and B will be on Friday. D does not eat watermelon. So here it will not be watermelon. Ruled out. Next, if it's banana, 2 days before E eats. So what I can say? If eats banana, 2 days before E eats. So it should be like this. Where we have that scope? Thursday and Saturday. So if eats banana and 2 days before means 1 gap. Here will be E. Who is the only remaining? G, Sunday. Next, the person who eats grapes is the last one to eat. So last one is Sunday. So here is the grapes. And D is not watermelon. So B will be watermelon. One of them eats apple. So D eats apple. Very simple, right? Though they given 3 variables, it is very simple. But you must know the technical terms. Okay. Now, let me give you the clear picture. You may note it down. Okay, so that's it for this session. Thank you. Have a great day.